Yes, yes, guys. I don't know what's going on, but everything's kind of moving a bit slow, a bit glitchy on the laptop, guys. So let me sort it out. Don't worry, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Yo, Sav, do me a favor because my laptop is moving crazy. I'm gonna log out, log back in.
What you saying? I get to hold the fort on that?
Yes, please, if you can,
It's the
bro.
takeover, bitches.
Fuck's sake.
Yes, sir. Oh, lives in a pineapple under the sea. You know, like that, bro. Come on, mate. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's good and that. You get me. Big up Leroy Scouts. How you doing now? Huh? Everyone good and that, bro. Big up psychedelic and that. Stay off the psychedelics. The mushrooms will mash up your life. You get me. Big up Morris. I ain't long time no see in that. You get me. Gravin Busquets and that, bro. Might want to change that to Sergio Bajcetic. Blood, you get me. Trust me. Come on, man. Big up Gerson and that. We're trophy hunting next season. I hear the vibes, bro. Big up Luke B every time and that, bro. Bikini bottom settings, sandy cheek settings. Big up Lakers. Right now. Yeah. Big up Tofu's. Right now. Yeah. Sandy cheeks, Patrick, Squidward, all of that. Gary. All of that. Clinton. All of that. Big up Anfield Road then. I hope you well, man. Obviously, man's in bikini bottom holding the fort. Old time me. You know, like that. Hey, listen, man. Man ain't out here calling me fucking Pep Linders, bro. Big up Pep Linders, though, my guy. But yeah, man, you get me? Pep Linder also and that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I know you're not trying to cook Pep Linders and that, but if I'm him, I'm definitely going to Man City because you lot have been horrible to him, bro. You lot have been horrible to Pep Linders, and you lot expecting for loyalty. Fuck that. Anyway, we got SpongeBob every single time. You know what I mean? What's everyone saying though? Is everyone well? We need a little mental health check. I need to fix my mic as well, so if it goes off for a second, just relax a piece in it. Squidlet! You know what I'm saying? Let me just little movements. Little movements. Oh man. That's a that's a beautiful mic, that mate. Come on, bro. Come on, mate.
Ah, Sav, thank you, brother. Thank you. Jesus
Bro, the
Christ.
man them said they don't need you here now, so you can leave still.
Nah, really? Is that what we're doing,
Yeah,
guys?
yeah. Them man said like Enze ain't needed back as long as when the super chats come in, send them to Savage or something like that. I said, nah, so that's my homie, bro. I don't, you know what I mean? But he's
Is that what you guys are saying? Guys, listen, big up to you guys nonetheless, man. Hey, it's not a lie, it's the truth. Literally, Fabrizio, he hasn't put it on like his Twitter page yet, but guess what he's been doing on TikTok, bruv? He's been sharing the news of Florian Wirtz. The deal has been accepted. 130 M's has been accepted. The only thing left is the structure and how they're going to do the payment. But it's been accepted. He's literally waiting now to go and jump on the plane to come to Liverpool to do a medical. And he's our player. Go ahead, bro.
that made me tier one since I broke this news yesterday.
I said this to you yesterday, bruv, that you're tier one, and you said to me, no, bruv.
I think tier
You
one's
said to
beneath
me,
me.
no.
God tier savage is what they're calling me, bro. Yeah, man, are saying that main event ain't made up, bro. Listen, I broke the news yesterday, bro. You get me? Man, like Steve the Sauce and that, bro. And now all of a sudden, Fabrizio's gonna do his little tapping thing, talking about here we go, bro. Here we gone, because it was yesterday, big man. Yeah, I've been here chilling, bro. Big up, Luke. You know, Steve said we listen, bro.
Bro, he's literally on his TikTok. He's spreading the news saying Liverpool, it's been accepted. 130 M's has been accepted. It's literally now the structure of the deal. Now that's it. It's been accepted. He's waiting to fly out. He's ready. He wants to become a Liverpool player. He wants to become the talisman in Liverpool's team. He wants that number 10. Bro, this is gonna be absolutely mental, bro.
You know what, chat? Let me know.
Bruh.
Who in the chat, does anyone in the chat have reservations about Verge joining Liverpool? I don't want to hear from the people who are excited about him. I want to hear from the people who have reservations and not like, oh, Verge is shit and all that, but the ones who are just like, I'm not sure. Because I just want to know, innit? Because he's so good, bro. You know, like, he's so
Yeah.
good. And I feel like some of the worries just come from the way they just look at him. I'm not trying to diss anyone, but you know when you can tell, like, they just looked at his stature, they looked at the Prem. We have this over thing where we gas the physicality of the Prem. It is physical, but it doesn't mean other leagues aren't. It's just that the Prem allows you to be more physical without. Yeah, I mean, in the European leagues, the fans will always. I mean, the refs still just blow the whistle for anything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only difference. But he's a robust individual, man. He's cold. He can drift around in that area. I think if Slot gives him the freedom that I think he's going to give him, and it just lets him dominate that. I don't even want to call it just a 10 area, bro, but that whole going back and hey, man. Big up Lakers. Lakers, why are you worried, bro? That's the question. Why? But he's cold,
Why
man.
is Lakers worried? Why are you worried? The price.
He was the youngest player to score 10 goals in the Bundesliga at 18 years old. Yeah, if I'm correct, man, I remember the end of lockdown, he was killing it because the best, apart from the season when they just won the league, which obviously I had to see first done because we weren't doing the best, Dortmund. But you know when he had Thingy on the left hand side, the RB.
Yeah.
That's that proper way, bro. Because they had some supernatural connection thing going on with their play, bro. People forget how good the Abbey was in it. I know he went to Villa and then went straight to Saudi and that, but he's cold, bro. Brother, this is the guy, man. Like stocks are in, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm just thinking about what he does in terms of he transformed the other players in and around him, like the way he's gonna then draw out the you know that not even like arrogance, but that level of football where you're just like, yo, no, the demand is you need to be doing this, and that's what he's been doing for that Bayer team. He's been doing that, drawing players and making players better in and around him, and then have this players behind him, the stability going. Yeah, all right, we trust him. Let him go and do his thing. Let him go and do his thing. We'll protect the team. Bro, he's gonna absolutely come in and rip up this Premier League. 130 million. Guys, listen, you heard it here, man. You heard it here. He's literally, I don't know why he hasn't put it on. He's holding tight. I think the next one he drops, he's gonna drop the here we go straight away. That's what Fabrizio's about to do. He's waiting to drop the here we go. They have accepted 130. Literally now it's just the structure, and then we're good to go. The brother's waiting to fly out. He's waiting to come to Liverpool and be our player, man. Honestly, this is going to be mental. He is a 10. He's creative. He's strong. He's aggressive. Like just the cute little reverse passes that he's about. Bro, Salah is about to eat. You guys think Salah was eating this season? He's about to eat even more, bro. Virgil was right at the end of the season when he said, we're ready for next season. I'm like, ready for next season? And he said, nah, there's big things. Salah then said some stuff as well. I was like, why you man keep giving away? Bro, they were right, bro. They were right.
Yeah, I feel like that was the I said that when we was waiting for the thingy and that for them to sign their contract. Not so much Salah's one, but I felt like Virgil, not part of his contract, but I think he would have wanted to be in conversation to be like, listen, like what direction are we heading in now? Like, are we going for this one league title and it's a one-off, or are you strengthening the club going forward so we can keep going? Because I'm in the latter years of my career now, and if you're not going to do that, fair enough. I'll just go somewhere else where they're trying to win trophies because I'm getting older in it. And they probably just told him, like, listen, obviously we can't tell you who's coming in because we don't know yet. We don't want to get your hopes up and that. But these are and all I have to do is show them people that they're targeting.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe the people that they're showing him wasn't even the people that we're getting right now. They could have been better. They might be worse. But at least he can go. These men are footballers, so they know who ballers are. They got the ears to the streets. Obviously, we probably watch more football than they do because they probably want to get away from it after training and that. But they know who ballers are, bro. You know what I mean? They probably told Virgil straight away, like, listen, we can't say too much on that, but you know, your guy Fringpong. Yeah, man. That's you know what I mean? We can try and do that and that. And Virgil, we're not saying that you should phone him or anything. I'm just saying if you should happen to call him and mention that we're about to win the league and we're about to have the biggest parade you've ever seen. Because I know when Fringpong saw that parade, obviously he was already our player by then.
Yeah.
But I know when he saw that parade, they gassed him extra.
You hear what he said? He said that when they asked, he said, "Oh, did you see it?" And he said, "Yeah, I saw the parade."
Yeah, bro.
And he said, "I want to be a part of that next. I want to win something now, so I can be a part of that." Bro,
because the Leverkusen parade was a big parade, bro, but it ain't nowhere near
1.5 million, bro. 1.5 million people turned up.
It's unheard of. I haven't like gone around and tried to like check what's the highest parade and that outside of like obviously there's been bigger parades in probably different countries and that, like when Argentina won the World Cup. But in England, The only thing I've seen bigger than that is like the royal family getting married. But that's a bit different, isn't it? Because that's not everyone in one place. That's everyone everywhere else around the country, just outside their yard, isn't it? They're not outside Buckingham Palace like with 1.5 million. This is the biggest thing I've seen.
No, 100%. Big up to the chat, man. I see you guys still skeptical. It's fine. Don't listen. It's up to you guys. All I'm gonna say is, when you have a moment, just go and watch Fabrizio's last TikTok video and listen to what he said. He said it's been agreed. It's done. It's literally just a structure. And the next tweet, watch, he's gonna drop his "Here we go" one. So you can don't believe it. And Sav yesterday said it, bro. He said Steve told him that it was done, just certain things. And now I know the certain things is. So Sam, the tier 1 journal out here, told us yesterday. We didn't believe him. We were still skeptical. All right, let's keep being skeptical, guys. That's down to you guys. I'm gassed. He is our player, and he's gonna come and cook up this league, boy.
It's cold, man. It's cold, man. I think that you might need your own thingy now. I think the man them are saying that you need a tagline on it. You get me? Like, here we land's taken. Sorry, you can't have that.
All right.
You get me? Here we goes, obviously. You get me? Yeah, I don't know. What we thinking, chat, man? We need ends when ends is about to, you get me? We need something for ends, bro. So you lot can come up with that in the chat. Take the best one. You get me? Run that still.
I'm trying to think, bro. Nah, son. Nah, I'll think of one, and I'll do. Do you know what? On my next tweet, that's what I'm gonna drop. My next tweet, that's when I'm gonna drop it. Man said ITK Savage, you know.
Yeah, we need to do. Nah. Bon up, bro. What you mean, bro?
Hey, yo, relax, brother. Nah, man. Then NZs and say, "There we fly." I did, but they didn't land in it, so we're gonna have to change it, bro.
We need to get you on. We need. Oh, that's the one. Here it ends.
Okay. All right.
I ain't gonna lie. Rational Reds. That's a beautiful one right there.
Yeah. Arrival incoming. Hey. All right. I hear it. Nah, I'm gonna run it, bro.
Man said, "Here comes End Shoulders," you know.
Nah, man. Nah, Scottish man, that's twice, bro.
Someone said in the chat, "We are sleeveless." That's what someone said. That, not me. Definitely wasn't me.
Big up to the chat.
Definitely wasn't me, bro.
Nah, listen, as I said, guys, go and check, bro. Go and check. If you got TikTok, go and check Fabrizio's last tweet, his last TikTok video. The brother can't wait to drop it, but I don't know why he didn't put that in one of his tweets.
I can't lie, after minding your conversation yesterday, but I don't know if I should be holding up a steak at you, garlic, or a cross. Cause I don't know if you're the same ends, bruv. I'm just thinking about it now. You know what I'm talking about, bruv.
Yeah. Nah, son, yesterday was crazy, brother. Yesterday was crazy.
You know, like, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, this is a plot to a movie that would be hilarious, bro. Like, black man trying to get taken down by snow bunnies, and it thinks it's all cool and that, and they're just vampires, bro. You imagine that's a plot of a movie. And like, this should have it where like his community's cast him out, cause all he cares about is snow bunnies. No. And then he needs their help against the vampires, bro.
No, the vest was on, bro. It wasn't off, Drew. And
every time someone bites you, your melanin goes, bro. Like, your melanin goes.
Man said they draw out your melanin, you turn lighter. Nah. Here we end. I'm gonna definitely drop that, bro. Watch. Rod said he's gonna join us soon as well. So big up to Rod when he jumps in it. But Sav, honestly, bro, no, this Liverpool team just means business now, bro. This team just means we're going back to back, bro. I don't know if I should believe what. Nah, but up.
Man said she tagline this. Listen, Sam. Oh, brother. This shit's too funny, bro.
Mustafa, man said his words confirmed. Yes, he's confirmed. Don't worry, man. I know you, man, don't trust us. That's fine. Be skeptical. It's fine. All I'm going to say, Savage told us yesterday. He got told by Steve it was done. I went and watched Fabrizio's TikTok. He threw the video in there. The man said, listen, It's there. They've agreed the deal. All it is now structure, and he's ready to fly to come and do a medical. That's it. He said, "Here we go very soon." Wirtz wants Liverpool. Wirtz wants Liverpool. You know what I mean? So listen, be skeptical, guys. He's waiting to drop it. Don't worry. Today, you're gonna hear it today. You're gonna see it today, and then you can rest assured you heard it here first. But well, technically you didn't. But you know, if you guys have TikTok, you heard it from Fabrizio. To be fair, no, Savage dropped it yesterday. I looked at the time scale. I looked at the time scale of when he did it. Yeah, you were first still.
Yeah, man, this is what I'm saying, bro. Respect my thing, innit, blood, do you get me? I'm tier 1, bro. God tier journalism, bro. I mean, we need to get ends. Ends needs. So he's got here it ends, but that means you have to say at the end of every transfer video, you have to say, so blah blah, confirmed to Liverpool, here it ends. You gotta do that at the end of the thing. And then on Twitter, bro, if something's like incoming, pause, or the contract signing, you need your own emojis and that. You have to use them constantly on it. So you need to get some emojis and that. You get me?
All right, see, look, I'm not the only one that decided to wear vests, bro. Big up to Rods in the building.
What are you saying, family? Sorry about the
like Rods and that, bro. Why is everyone feeling sexy, man? Got the vest on and that, bro. I hear it still. I hear it, bro. That's what happens in England, A little bit of sun comes out, man. Them go crazy. Skirts come on, the vests come out for the man. Them. It's crazy still. I hear it, bro.
Stop it, Savage, man. Midday jokes, midday jokes.
Nah, big up, man.
But Rods, we're here, man. We're here, bro. Listen, Rods, they don't believe us, man. We keep telling these people that we're tier 1 journals, but they don't want to listen.
Listen,
they don't want to listen.
Truly don't know, We're making moves, bro.
They don't want to listen, bro. They don't trust us, Rods. That's what it is. They don't trust us.
Listen, I think what it is at the end of the day is like there's a factor where they're probably, the cynical side of me saying that they want to prove Klopp wrong. They want to prove that it was Klopp that didn't want to buy players, and we want to buy players. Listen, however it works out, I done business as long as we get the players in. Do you understand what I'm saying? If we get all the sort of like positions filled that we want to get filled, that we should get filled, we can dominate for 5 or 10 years, bro. This is the thing I'm talking about. We can dominate for 5 to 10 years. It could be like the 80s again and the 70s again, where we dominate, when we walked on the pitch, people knew we was going to win. They just give up. They said, look, they're going to win, so might as not try. It could be like that. Do you know what I mean? But, you're going to get the doubters. You're going to get the people, you're going to get the rival people thinking it, and they say, oh boy, Liverpool now go out with nothing and then this and that. But I don't watch that because we're the most decorated club in England. And you don't get there by sort of like, being an idiot. You understand what I say?
100%.
Listen, we don't buy trophies in them. We don't buy trophies. You know what I mean? We don't, listen, we raise champions, Remember that. We raise them. You understand what I'm saying? We don't buy trophies like other teams do. You understand what I'm saying? So, listen, it's true they don't know, bro. It's true they don't know.
Nah, listen, it's... You're right, bro. Like, I don't want it to be like, Klopp didn't want to get no players in it. But Zamir made a great point yesterday as well. I was like, I don't know. Maybe he just wanted to get the players he thought, you know what I mean? Just on the cusp of greatness. Yeah. But Arne Slot saying, no, I want the players ready now, bro. I want the man them that's ready to come in and make us a stronger team. He's not resting on his laurels. He's going, I need to go and do this, this trophy again, win it back to back, win probably a Champions League in there as well. I would love us to go and have, obviously, I don't think we win the quad in it. That's the most difficult thing to do, and that's why no one's done it. But I do believe this team is strong enough to go and win multiple trophies next season. I do believe we'll go and win the Premier League again, and I do believe that one of the other big trophies, either the Champions League or maybe even a leagued up, like the Cup double or something in the Premier League, the FA Cup and the League Cup. The team is strong enough to do it, bro. And if you're investing in this squad now, and you're bringing in top caliber players on top of what we currently have.
Yeah.
Why can't we go and do that, bro? Why can't we go and win multiple trophies next season and actually show like, this team is a great team? Yeah. Look, we've only lost one player so far this season in terms of Trent, but we kept Mo, we kept Virgil. Do you know what I mean? We still have Alisson. We still got the other players within the team. And it looks like now we're not trying to buy, if we let someone go, we're not just trying to buy an up and comer. We're trying to buy someone that's established out there in the world of football.
Facts.
And that's what I'm loving at the moment with this
Yeah.
team, man. We're serious, bro. It's not a joke.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at sort of like we lost Trent, yeah, got 10 million for him in the end. But listen, we bought in Fringpong, and that you look serious. Do you know what I mean? He looks serious. He's like saying when he heard about Liverpool coming in for him, he said, "Look, yo, get it done. I don't want to hear nothing. Just get it done, innit?" Do you know what I mean? That's what he literally said to his agent, "Just get it done." Do you know what I mean? And like in a little snippet, he talks about sort of like with his brother watching LFC TV back in the day. Do you know what I mean? His dad's a Liverpool supporter. His mum's a Liverpool supporter.
Crazy.
I think his whole family's a Liverpool supporters, isn't it? And man talks like he's from the ends, you know.
Bro, the interview was so jokes, bro. What do you think, Sam? Because I know you watched it, bro. We're like, yo.
You know that the way he spoke is him trying to calm himself down. Because
Yeah,
he's way more like, he's way more forward than that. Like if you see him on the because you know in the Bundesliga and that they have the little tunnel thing, they always speak to the same guy after the games. And he's from the end. He's from ends on it, bro. Obviously, he spent most of his time in Manchester growing up and that, bro.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, anyone knows about Fringpong, he wanted to join Liverpool before any other club the first time, but he was too young in it, and Man City was closer to his house. That's the only reason why he joined Liverpool as a kid. But yeah, man, like that moment between him and his dad, even though it's so little, it's so cold, bro. Like, yo, dad, I joined your team now, bro. That's how crazy that is, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my, bro. Yeah, man. I'm happy for all of them. They look like we can only say from what we see in it, but that looked like a proper well together family, bro. Like they look mad happy. I was happy for all of them, man. It was nice, bro. And he's gonna bring something different to the club. He's gonna bring personality to the club. I said our players are like robots sometimes and that. Nah, bro. You have to, as much as fans cost you and all that. Why would you don't want to be a footballer not to enjoy it? He's the kid that wants to enjoy football, bro. In Bundesliga, every time they speak to him, it's always, why are you always smiling, bro? It's like, listen, life's too short, bro. Like, what do you want me to do? Yeah, man. Remember, your football career is not that long, so you might as well enjoy it while you can. Yeah, man. I'm so happy that he's at the club, bro. I'll be honest, bro. I know, like, Florian's the guy in it, but I'm just as happy that Fringpong's here, bro. Like, it's not. Yeah, I think it's dope, man. I think it's dope. Big up to him. Still.
I think, you know, do you think, Savage, that like him and Kanate is going to get on well, you know?
Oh yeah, of course.
They got the same personality, ain't they? They really got the same color personality, jokified vibes, and this and that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think them two are going to really get on very, very well. And plus, at the day, he's like, you know, or the position where he's in, he's, I mean, obviously next to Kanate and stuff, so they can, you know, feed off each other. But I think they're going to get on well. But yeah, it's just the personality of the fella. He's just like, you know, and then he's gonna vibes up the whole place. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I mean, I haven't got kids myself, but like, I can imagine. Obviously, you guys got kids. I can imagine at the day, like, if you supported, obviously, you support Liverpool, and then your son at the end of the day gets a chance to play for Liverpool first team with the likes of Mo Salah and all them lot, you're gonna be buzzed. You're gonna be happy. You're gonna be so like happy and proud that like, yo, my son's made it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's one of those moments when I saw with the family and that, it's just like, it's good to see. It's proper good to see, man. Do you know what I mean?
Big up to everyone in the chat, man. Keep smashing the like button, guys, man. There's over 350 of you in the chat so far. Over 450 of you across both platforms. Love for the love as always, man. But guys, listen, the guys that are asking, I keep telling you guys, who got TikTok, go and look at what Fabrizio did. He's just not dropped it on his normal platforms like X and stuff. He normally does things for YouTube. He'll do things for TikTok. He always separates it. So that's why a lot of people miss out on stuff and catch it late. Savage broke the news to us yesterday, but we didn't listen to him. We didn't believe him. I went and checked Fabrizio, and he said they've accepted 130. All it is now is just the structure of how the payment is done. That's it. The player is ready to fly out to come and do his medical as well. He's ready.
Yeah.
He only wants Liverpool. He's agreed the contract. He's agreed the personal terms. All it is now is just the structure. That's it. And he said, here we go very, very soon. So I guarantee it will be today. It will be today, bro. I can't see them stalling over. I can't see them stalling over how the structure is done, whether it's 100 up front and then we, you know, whatever we do with the rest, or like, it has to be today. It has to be today. Yeah. And once that drops today, it's going to break the internet, bro. Just expect Twitter to go down again. That's all I'm saying. Because all you're gonna see is retweets after retweets. It's gonna be compilations after compilations. It's gonna be rival fans crashing out. You know, even though some of them are like, "Oh, it's a waste of money. You're spending over 100 and blah 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 on a player." I'm like, all right, yeah. But if you guys were buying him, I guess you
It'd
would
be
be
different matter,
crazy.
wouldn't it? It'd be a different matter, wouldn't it?
Different matter, bro.
Yeah,
Completely different matter.
Yeah. The thing is about it in the days, it's like you know what they're saying there? Jealousy is an evil thing.
Mm-hmm.
Jealousy is an evil thing, bro. And it's like, you know, I had a man say the other day that sort of like a man said the other day that Liverpool ain't got no pull. They ain't got no pull. A man said on live, Liverpool ain't got no pull. What can I say? What can I say now?
I don't understand. I think it stems from obviously when we've missed out on like Jude Bellingham, when we've missed out on like Caicedo. Those are the only real two that's where people have said it. Because other than that, we tend to get the players that we want to go and buy, and we tend to sway the players if we go in for them around the same time. We tend to sway them in our direction.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We tend, like, all the players we've signed over the years, other teams wanted them. It's not like it was just us in for them. Other teams wanted them, but we somehow convinced the player to get. So we definitely have pull. I just don't get it. I think it's just because of Bellingham and Caicedo. I think that's the only two reasons.
Yeah, I agree. The footwork was already done by Chelsea with Caicedo, so that's the reason why he never came. And I mean, okay, Bellingham, you lost out to Real Madrid, bro. Like, that's whatever. Who cares about that, bro? Like, that's just normal, isn't it? That's just kind of how it works, man. These lot are just jealous. Obviously, like, these lot have all spent big money in themselves. I don't know why they're trying to downplay stuff. They paid 105 mil for Declan Rice and 100 and whatever for Enzo at Chelsea, and Caicedo 100 and whatever. So it's just our turn, man. And I think the transfer policy for us, I think people are like they're going too much into stuff. Well, why all of a sudden Liverpool spending whatever? Brother, we're champions. Last time we were champions, but you know what happened, bro? COVID. Why, man? Is that everyone forgets that COVID even happened. We won the title in COVID, bro. And you thought the team was going to spend 100 and whatever million when people are getting furloughed and that. Come on, man. People just have to think back to when it was, bro. And then obviously by the time we got out of it and was ready to spend money and stuff, we nearly won. We were top at Christmas. Our team fell apart, and then we had to rebuild. Then we won 2 trophies the season after, nearly won 4. You get me? And then we're back into this spot now. That was only 2 seasons after this, so yeah, man, it's fine. And we were getting the Champions League finals at that time. So if you only think about getting over the line, which is the main part, but if you only think about getting over the line, it will feel like Liverpool's done nothing in it. But we were in those finals, bro. So that means we were a goal away, seconds away from winning the trophy, and no one would have said that. So for me, man, it is what it is. When it comes to pull of clubs, there's always going to be the Champions League, like, top tier clubs in it. And then after that, you just get cycles of football, bro. That's it. Yeah. I grew up and United had all the pull because they were the best team, innit? That's normal. Man City had all the pull because they were the best team. Now none of them are the best team, we are. And everyone's surprised that people want to come to Liverpool. Why wouldn't you, bro? It looks great there. Virgil's there. Salah's there. Well, but you got a new manager that no one knew, but all of a sudden, he's killing it. It looks like an exciting prospect in it, so I don't understand why people are trying to downplay our stuff and that. But to be honest, I couldn't give a shit, bro. I don't really care. Keep downplaying the stuff and then see what happens in it.
Yeah. And we just keep on winning trophies.
Yeah. Exactly.
We just keep on trophies. You see, the thing is about, I think, what is with Liverpool is that a lot of people got to realize that we've done this thing organically. Do you know what I mean? A lot of these other teams have thrown money at it. Do you know what I mean? Like, Chelsea was in a position where they can buy anybody they want. Then later on became Man City, and then that could buy any player they want. Do you know what I mean? It's very easy when you can buy any player that you want, but it's harder when you have to do it organically. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I can respect Man United because they did it organically. You know what I mean? They built themselves up. They was winning titles and so forth, so forth. Do you know what I mean? And it was accumulating money. So that's organically. But when you got like a sugar daddy that's giving you X amount of money and said, look, you know, go out and get that player, go out and get that player. I want this player and I want that player, and you get it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, where's the competition here? Do you know what I mean? Because what it was, when you looked at Jose Mourinho at one time, Jose Mourinho was just buying people for the sake of buying people. He was just cornering the market so nobody else can buy this player. We were supposed to go for Mo Salah. It was going to cost us 11 million from Basel. You know what I mean? Jose Mourinho and his cronies heard about that and went in and brought him. Do you know what I mean? Only to get rid of him the following season and bring in one Cuadrado, which he knew at the day was never going to work. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, when we talk about like Liverpool making steps, you know what I mean, in the transfer market, or even sort of like to success, you know, trophies and so forth, we do it organically. We do it the original way.
That's why it feels better when we win.
You know, so that's what I'm trying to say. So it does mean more when we win. It meant more the other day with the parade, a minute and a half.
Yeah,
it meant more. Do you understand what I'm getting at? So you know, I tend not to listen to a lot of these people because a lot of these people and they just talk fart really sometimes, and you think to yourself, really, you really gonna come on so live YouTube and say that stuff? Do you know what I mean? Have a word with yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones.
People have a confirmation bias on it when it comes to talking about their own teams and that. And I get it, we're all a little bit biased towards our own team, but if you're going to have a proper conversation, you have to look into what you're talking about. So everyone can laugh and joke, "Oh, Liverpool, you don't spend this much money, blah, blah, blah." Brother, when were we in FFP problems, bro? When were we getting taken to court? Do you remember any of that ends? Because I don't. But that's the reason why. That's why we never spent like that. Imagine we did the right thing and we're in this position now and we just won the title. It feels way better, bro, because I would hate to have charges hanging over our heads and not be able to celebrate stuff because we feel like we might have cheated. Not to mention, the confirmation bias with everyone else is they only talk about the players that they spent a lot of money for and it worked. What about the ones that didn't work? We've never been able to, like, as a club, Liverpool can't afford to spend bare money on players and then it don't work and we just replace them. It doesn't the thing. That's why, like, the Nunes thing seemed like such a big deal. But if we go and sell him for a decent price, then it don't matter. Like, if he gets sold for 50 and 60 mil, I'm not mad about. If that's the case, I'm not mad about Nunes being at Liverpool because he still contributed. He did. He didn't this season as much, but the season before he did. Like, you're talking about the wins. It's like Roger said about with Chelsea and that. It was more like Abramovich than anything. But people forget, like, they spent their money on like Kesman and all that, bro. The reason why no one talks about them because they flopped. It didn't work. And then we want to talk about the big money. Guardiola came in. Man City was spending all of these different fullbacks and that they kept getting, and it failed, and they just got rid of them. What's that? Who's that? What's my many players he's supposed to be at defense for, and he's moved Sergio Gomez or something like that. How come no one's seen him, bro?
Exactly.
Because it didn't work, and they just slanged him, bro. Chelsea just spent $1 billion, and now they're talking about they got the lap last night or something like that. What?
Yeah.
And you're getting the lap and talking about you need a new goalkeeper, a new centre midfielder, a new striker.
They've got 14 goalkeepers, man. They've got 14
goalkeepers, and they keep using the shit one. 14 keepers, and they keep using the shit one.
Yeah,
man. It's all good, bruv.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, look at Arsenal now, right? Arsenal. They spent 750 million they spent. Yeah. So far. Like,
mad amount of money, you know.
It's a mad amount of money. 750 million, right?
Arteta as well.
Right. Now they're now gonna go and probably spend another 150 million on like Zubimendi and Sesko. Do you know what I mean? Ain't nobody talking about that, are they? Ain't nobody talking about that. But as soon as like Liverpool make a move and then say like, right, they're gonna spend 120 million on one player. So that's too much money. Get out of it, man.
It's facts. If Arsenal make them sign is what Rod's talking about, they're closer to $1 billion spent.
Yeah.
Under the same manager with one trophy, bro.
Nothing to realistically, nothing to.
I'm being deadly serious. I'm not even cooking Arsenal fans, bro. I'm cooking.
It's true though.
Because I feel like that. You lot should feel bad. Like, if that happens and you don't win anything, you should feel bad and you should feel cheated out of it. Because how is that? How?
Listen, when you got people like, I'm not being funny. When you got certain people, content creators at the day, Arsenal content creators saying that they, well, it's not about the trophy, it's about progress. But then you got to sort of like, then you got to realize what direction they're going, what direction some people think they're going in, isn't it? Because it's never been about sort of like not about the trophies. This is what like, you know, footballers play football for, because they want trophies, they want the medals. Do you know what I mean? If they don't get medals for progress, you know.
Exactly.
At the end of their career, they can't look at the things and say, well, look, you know, well, I didn't win the Champions League, I didn't win the league, I didn't win the FA Cup, I didn't win the League Cup, but yeah, I progressed. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's just nah.
Yeah, I think we're all smart enough football fans to know that everyone in the Prem isn't on the same level. So it wouldn't. So, for example, Nottingham finishing where they're finishing is incredible because they got European football. But even if they had finished 10th, it would have been progress because they were 17th the previous season.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a team like Arsenal, we separate that. You're meant to be who you are. You not call yourself the Big Six. Have you not noticed, by the way, that it never used to be called the Big Six? People just keep adding on numbers to make themselves feel better. We went from the top 3 to the top 4 to the Big Six. Big Six.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched the Olympics and seen 6 podiums, bro? And I'm including Liverpool in that, bro. If we finish outside the top 3, don't talk to me about the season. I don't care. I'm not celebrating getting Champions League football. I'm going to say to the man them, boy, at least we got Champions League football still. Don't try to celebrate with me. I'll block all of you, bro. Celebrate. I'm not a fucking loser, bro. Man, I think, don't get me wrong, because when I've seen people saying to Chelsea fans, "Why are you celebrating the trophy for?" That's a stupid comment, bro. Of course they're going to celebrate the trophy.
Yeah, it's a trophy.
Fans have come out, they're in a trophy, get it, but you can't flex on other teams with that trophy because we couldn't win that trophy because we're not shit enough to win that trophy, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't flex on someone who can't be in that competition. If you win the League Cup, you can flex on us because we were in the competition. FA Cup, flex on us, we're in the competition. The Prem, flex on us. Champions League, flex on us. If you win the Europa League or the Conference League and we couldn't be in there because we're better than you, that's shit. And before anyone tries to say this rubbish about, oh no, because blah, 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 okay then, so that means whoever wins the championship can flex on you with their trophy, bro. Get out of here.
Exactly.
You're the best of a bad bunch, bro. If you win the championship, technically you're 21st. You're 21st in England, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
This is disgrace, bro. Everyone's turning into like participation medals now, bro. I won the league. If we don't win the league, I can say to the man, well done, you did your thing, you tried your hardest. I'm not out here celebrating. Liverpool fans disgusted me when we were celebrating finishing second. Celebrating. Nah, man, this won the season. I'm done. I'm going to chill with my missus. I don't want to talk about it, bro.
Yeah,
we didn't listen. You have.
Bro, man, want to tell me about quad season every season. When we didn't win the quad, we won 2 trophies.
We only won 2 trophies, isn't it?
It's a double season. Ain't the quad season. Yeah, man, we're winners, bro. Let's run that back, bro. Let's run that back. I'm talking about whole fan base, bro. Energy, bro. None of this losing business. If we don't win, we don't win. We say, well done to the winners. Congratulations, you were the better team. We move on. All this celebrating. Oh, I see these Arsenal fans. Oh, we got more points than you.
No, that is the most.
No, well done. Well done for getting more points and not having a trophy. Well done.
I did see Dan Potts. He did a video on it as well. He was talking about, he's like, bro, like, why are we? He said, you don't turn your medal around and it says 92 points. You don't turn your medal around and it's winners. It says winners, and Liverpool are the winners. I don't even get it, man.
They got more points than the Invincibles, bro. So why the cooking? Let's go cook your own team. Go cook Henry and them, man, if you got a problem.
That's why I was like, I think the video that I did with Drifty, he even mentioned that as well. He said, that means you're saying that the Invincible team wasn't as good as that team then. This team, I think those points. But clearly, no, they are big. Bro, I don't understand these other fans. And it's true, bro. We need to get back to the point of where we winners, innit? Like, there's moments in the season where maybe from if say you started off poor but you finish strong, you can be like, oh, you know what, we finished stronger. That you can kind of not celebrate, but you can be like, all right, proud of the team for pulling together and getting those points and making sure we finish in a good position. Yeah. But once we finish second, if it's not first, who cares? I've never understood that. I'm like, bro, it's about winning trophies. It's about winning the big trophies. It's not about celebrating second. Second doesn't mean anything.
It don't.
It don't mean anything, bro. You're just a second loser.
Second's the same as fourth now. Well, in fact, it's the same as fifth now.
Same as fifth. Big up to Leon for the super chat as well.
But what's the difference between Arsenal and Newcastle? Well, Newcastle won a trophy. That's the difference. They both got Champions League.
So they had a better season then. Newcastle had a better season.
Let me grab this super chat quick. Big up to Leon as well for the super chat. Fringpong is in installments. Edwards is a gangster. Like, I don't know. You got 10 million. Got 10 million for Trent. He's gonna pay installments for Fringpong, and then he's gonna about to spend 100 and something million on Florian Wirtz. This is crazy, bro.
Man, apparently it is, apparently it's installments. Apparently it is. That's what I thought.
You know how mad that is? We could just pay, but they're like, okay, no, let's just run the installment thing.
Yeah, apparently in days they're paying 30 million in installments. Apparently,
business.
That was the deal initially. The deal that they can pay the 30 million installments. Why they need to do that, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't make no sense, really. Just pay the 30 million, innit? Just get it done. You're done now. He's your player.
Nah,
like
you know what, Rod? I think I know the reason. Because we're spending more than we normally do. If you break it down in installments and say it's like 7 point whatever a season or whatever, it means that on the FFP books you've only spent 7 mil and not 30. So then if we go and buy Wirtz for the big money and then we go and buy another big signing, all of a sudden, instead of it saying on Liverpool's books you spend this much of FFP, I think because what's the loss you're allowed to lose, like 5% or something, or
yeah,
you're allowed to go 105 over. So then we don't make the losses in it. So
ain't we ahead on the FFP because we ain't beating?
Yeah, we are at the moment. Yeah,
actively in the transfer window. So I'm just thinking it now. I mean, listen, I don't have a business how it goes, as long as you get a player. But I'm just thinking, wouldn't it be easier just to give him the 30 million?
No, I agree with you, man. I agree. Yeah, it probably would have been easier, man. Unless they're planning on buying more players we don't know about, and planning on buying more players in January as well.
Yeah.
Smart business. Maybe because they haven't sold anyone yet as well. So instead of resting on your laurels, thinking, we'll do this because we'll spend this much money, and all of a sudden we can't sell the players. Nah, we'll just spread this across this. It's mad, and some clubs are going to be in trouble this season. They're going to have to get rid of their players, and that's why I'm expecting people like Ollie Watkins and all that stuff might end up leaving Villa, because the new way that football clubs do it now is, instead of, because of FFP, they just bet against themselves in it. So they say, we're going to get top 4. We think we got it, and the Champions League money alone will take care of whatever we do. If you don't get top 4 and you've rested your laurels, now you're like, it's 100 mil that you've lost on. They got some players, bro.
Yeah. And that's why I see that, especially this season, how much of these teams, how much they really wanted to get into the Champions League is because they knew, bro, they would end up have to lose some players. Newcastle would have been in it. That's why they was like, no, we need to get
the Champions League so much. That's why Nottingham fans are happy that they're in the Europa League or the conference.
It should be in the Europa League.
I think they're conference, isn't they?
Yeah.
Right, is that how they dropped out? Nah.
I think they're conference.
Like about a point or something, isn't it? Because teams that, like, people remember Palace is in the Europa League, isn't it? Because they won.
Because of they won
every time somebody wins. But the reason why their fans, like, they were Maddox. Listen, naturally, if you've been in the top 4 all season and you fall out, you're gonna feel bad in it. But they have to reflect on, we were 17th the previous season, so this is great for us. We're in Europe. But the reason why their owner wanted to get top 4 so much is because, remember, that Nottingham owner he just brought bare players before.
Yeah.
We're trying to pay that off, bro. Like, you don't want to get deducted points at the beginning of the next season.
Yeah.
Same for what Everton done before, bro, and now they got the stadium, so it's cold, man.
One season they bought about 12 players, didn't they?
23. Nottingham.
23 players.
It was the season when they got Lingard and all that. 23 players, bro.
Oh yeah. That's a lot.
Big up to everyone in the chat, man. Listen, the guys are just joining, man. As I said, I know a lot of you guys don't, you watch, probably got TikTok and stuff like that, but that's where, as I said, Fabrizio normally does news on YouTube. Most people don't even watch that. They only look for his tweets. So on his TikTok, he said it's been accepted. The bid's been accepted. Here we go. Is very soon. All it is now is just the structure of the deal.
I was going to say visually.
The bid, go on, bro.
I was going to say visually, Fabrizio's live is quicker on TikTok than he is anywhere else. So when he's writing stuff, it'll always be Twitter. But if you want to see a video of him, it'll be on TikTok before it's even on YouTube most of the time. Because quicker, and you can just go rapid and that. So yeah, man, employ the content creators as well, man. Everyone should get a TikTok, bro. I know it sounds childish and that, but you don't have to spend your time on there. Just add. It's a growing platform, and you can bring the people over to your YouTube channel. So quick, use that everywhere, man. But
I got a TikTok thing myself, so I might just start using it now. Proper using it still, Yeah. He's just like.
And so I think has definitely gone to Ajax now. That's done and dusted as well, confirmed. So we're gonna need a new number 2 or another coaching staff, whatever way Arne Slot wants to do it as well. Diaz as well looks like he might be going Saudi. That's another news as well.
Yeah, people reading into that Diaz message yesterday, weren't they? You see the message he put in?
No, I haven't seen the message, but I've seen that the Al Nassr is definitely.
Yeah, so what happened was he put that message up, and then like about an hour after, Fabrizio put the Saudi thing up on it. So everyone's trying to put 2 and 2 together, because he would. To be fair, to me, it was just a nice message on it, thanking the fans.
Yeah.
But obviously, because he didn't do it on the day of the parade or anything like that, now it looks like the season's been done, bro. Like, why are you thanking us now? Like, it sounds like, and I think you put something at the end, like the fans were like so incredible and stuff like that. It's at one point in your life, you're definitely gonna miss these fans, and it basically alluded to like once you leave this club, you're still gonna miss the fans. Listen, man, know how I feel about Lucho. I'm not really trying to lose him still, bro. Like, I can't deal with that shit.
Same, bro. But you know who we've been linked with as well? It's Nico Williams. That's the guy that we've been linked to get.
Yeah. I think he's back on the radar of Rollins. Gordon.
I mean,
are we gonna go back in again for Gordon though? I don't know, bro. Chat. What do you guys think, bro? Like, you know, Gordon or Nico Williams? I know Gordon is obviously the more Premier League proven.
I do like Gordon. I do like him. He's
a cold player as well.
I like Williams. Funny enough, this season, bare fans turned their back on Williams, bro. They saw one Manchester United game where him and his brother weren't that good, and he got subbed off, and all of a sudden he's shit, bro. He's a good player, bro. He's a very good player.
He's a good player. He's a good player. I mean, look, with Spain, do you know what I mean? He kind of like single-handedly won the European Cup. Do you know what I mean? So, like, you know, he's a good player. Reason why I would prefer Gordon, because he's Premiership proven. Do you know what I mean? You're not taking such a bigger risk with sort of like with, you know, Nico Williams, because he can look good in Spain, because Spain is a different, obviously, game than what sort of like English game is. So he can look good over there. Do you know what I mean? But is he going to look good over here? Do you know what I mean? That's the risk you're taking. Obviously, with Gordon, plus Gordon was a member of like Liverpool Academy before. Do you know what I mean? You know, so he kind of like knows the ways. You're not so much taking a risk with Gordon, and we know he's a cold player as well.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
and he can play for the middle as well. Gordon, play on the left and free. He can play for the middle as well. Gordon,
exactly. Do you know what I mean? He's not, you know, you're not taking so much as a risk. That's why I would prefer Gordon. Do you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? You know, I mean, even if you look at Darwin Núñez, right? Darwin Núñez, he hasn't been great this season. Not so bad last season and the season before, but like we can all say he hasn't hit the heights that we want him to hit. You know, we can all say that. Do you know what I mean? Without sort of like throwing shade at him. You get me, right? However, he goes back to Spain. Yeah. He goes to Italy. He cooks. He cooks there, because what it is, he's going to get more time to do what he wants. I think in the day, the English game is too fast for him. It's too fast and physical, and he has to think so quick that he can't do it. Do you know what I mean? You know, the ball will come to him straight away, and he has to sort of like make his mind up whether he wants to pass or whether he wants to shoot, and he can't do it in time. There's a famous story about Graham Souness, right? When Graham Souness left Liverpool and went to Sampdoria, what he used to do when the winter break, he used to come to Liverpool, and train at Liverpool in the winter break just to keep himself fit, right? And he said that the day he noticed a difference. He said in Italy you get about 3 or 4 touches in midfield, right? In England, you're probably lucky if you get 1. You have to do it very, very quick, and that's the magnitude of it. I think really and truly, someone like Darwin Núñez needs to go to Italy. He needs to go to Spain and rebuild his career, because the longer he stays in England, it's going to be more worse for him. Do you know what I mean? You know, because he just can't adapt to the English game, and adapting to the English game is more harder than what people think it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, so in one way, I feel sorry for him, because I think to myself, well, he hasn't been able to adapt to the English game. Do you know what I mean? But like, now's your chance to sort of like try and go back to Spain or Italy and rebuild your career. Don't go to Saudi and play in front of 700 people or 1,000 people. Come on now, that's not going to do anything for anybody's career. You only go there and then to sort of like finish off your career. Like you go to America or something like that. You understand me? You know what I mean? But like, I think you should go to Spain or Italy and, you know, just rebuild his career. Do you know what I mean?
Big up to Leon again, bruv. It's all about having a good relationship as well, in terms of the conversation we was having earlier. Listen, we built a good relationship between us and Leverkusen, and that's why this deal is going to be easy. Obviously, I don't think I'll be able to play the sound of Fabrizio on here, because, you know, I don't know if Fabrizio's kind of just copyright everything that he does. But I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's talking about, bro. I'm telling you, like, trust me, it's there. It's literally there. Now it's just about maybe, I don't know. Say we just give them 100 up front early, and then we just do the rest over installments. I reckon today, bro. Today's the day, innit? Today's the day, man. You already know what Liverpool like to do. Get one in the door, next one, and then I think after that, the Kirkers one, the ball roll with that, and then maybe the forward. And it's true as well. The Edison one is true, Sav. I was looking into that as well. We definitely went, we definitely went and spoke to Edison's camp now. So
it's weird,
Edison
isn't
from Atalanta.
like that. If there's the Edison one's real, the Kirkers one's real, Wirtz is gonna happen anyway. And then we was in for Halston before he went to Madrid. So I don't know, what does that mean? Does that mean that when we're done with these, like, we're still going for a centre back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're looking at Hatter.
But he's not a centre back though. He's a left back for me.
No, he's a left back and a centre back. He can play.
Yeah, but we need a proper centre half. We don't need a conversion guy. We don't need someone that's converted, can play left. You know what I mean? I need a centre half ready to step in as well.
So who would you get? What's your thoughts?
I don't know, Bramthwaite, but I keep getting turned down. He ain't coming no way. But Bramthwaite is the one, bro. He's young. He's
cold, bro.
Left foot.
He's blue, man. He ain't coming, bro.
Nah, but we can convince him. He was gonna go United. Why can't we convince him to come?
It's not about convincing him. It's convincing Everton.
Yeah, they was trying to give us some stupid money for him. They will ask dumbass money.
I love that centre back partnership between him and Tarkowski. I think they're cold together, bro. But yeah, man.
There's a lot of they're looking at this. There's a defender from I forget his name, but he's from Benfica that they're looking at. Do you know what I mean? But it's just not many out there at the moment, really, that you can sort of that springs to mind. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, midfielders, obviously midfielders and forward players, you can say, yeah, this man, that man, that man. But when it comes to the centre back, it's just like there's not many you can think of apart from obviously the ones that are gone, like the one for Bournemouth that went to Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? And then you got obviously, as I say, you got Brathwaite, that's with Everton. That is probably nearly impossible to get. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But then you got Lacaba as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's just really not many to really look at. Do you know what I mean?
I like Milinkovic still at Nottingham. Cold, bro.
Oh yeah. But he's what is he? 28?
Yeah. I just always, when it comes to the centre backs, and I'm always looking at experience more than the younger players at that.
Right.
Because then you can still keep Kwanzaa, and he's young. Whereas if you get somebody else, another young centre back, then I think writing's on the wall there.
Ignacio as well. Yeah, I wanted him as well a while back, but
he's more of a left back himself.
No, he's a centre back.
No, he's more of a left back. They play him as a left back. You know what one we should go for? Diamante.
Yeah, someone just said that in the chat.
Diamante, he's cold, bro. He's cold.
Yeah,
and each other as well.
Good one as well. He's a good centre. I think we just need to find the right profile. But I think with like centre halves, I think goal Premier League proven. That's what I'd go with. I'll go with Premier League proven because I think you don't need that embedding period. You just know what he needs to do. He knows the speed of the Premier League. I think that's normally when you go abroad to find them. Sometimes they take a bit of time to settle in, and that's where you see the mistakes and stuff like that. The speed of the game for them is slightly different as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I'd rather us go. I don't know. Maybe Gay is one of the ones as well.
He's good, man. Gay is really good, bro.
Good shout.
Get him before he goes to Newcastle, because that's where he's going to end up, I think.
Premiership proven. He knows the Premiership. You don't have to take the chances, do you?
No.
Diamante
is the thing you wonder when Diamante is the one from Sporting, isn't it?
Yeah, Diamante, yeah.
Because I watched him in the last. They won the league, innit, though.
Yeah, he's good. He's African, so he might.
Yeah, he's from Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast, isn't it? Yeah, he's African, so it might affect us obviously in the African Nation Cup, but he's a baller still. Bright young talent. Do you know what I mean? I mean, even the midfielders and everything that, right? Like my choices of midfielders was like Varela or Edison. That's my two.
Varela's good, man.
Varela's cold, bro.
Yeah, Varela's good, man. I'm trying to see what Thingy's price tag is. Not because I think we'll get him, but I want to see what Brighton's price tag is on Belay, because I don't think they've put a price tag on him yet, bro. But it's gonna be big
That's
money.
gonna be 100 mil, Sav, bro. You already know that's 100 mil minimum, bro. They ain't playing around.
That's their tactic every season. And they did the same thing with Caicedo. But the only reason why Basuma went for cheap is because he had a charge on him.
Yeah.
But that's kind of their thing, man. I think Edison in the midfield. I think
Cold. He's cold, you know.
yeah, and Gasparini's gone. He's gone to Roma now, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Roma.
Yeah, he's gone to Roma.
Yeah. It's a matter of grabbing at these, try and grab at these players as quick as you can.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Jacques Lowick, bro. You're not getting Tonali from Newcastle. I don't know why your chest is that high, boy. I don't know.
1 minute.
You ain't getting no Tonali from Newcastle, bro. Man started coming to Liverpool with his gambling problems and that. Less of that.
Big up to Hannah as well in the chat, man.
Big up, Hannah.
Leroy Sané ain't bad though.
Leroy Sané is cold, yeah, but I'll be honest, like, even though I think he's dope, that's not the right move for Spurs to go for. At this point there. They need to... if I'm Spurs, I'm buying Eze straight away, simply because I know the first thing everyone's going to say is, but Maddison plays in that spot. Yes, but Maddison's always injured in it. So I'm getting Eze straight away. Unholy just said what I was going to say as well. If I'm Spurs, I'm buying Eze, I'm buying Wharton. Yeah, straight away, bro. And I'm getting a new left winger because Son's getting older now. Son's cold though, but you wanna think ahead in it. So then I'm buying a young one. I'm buying a young winger, bro. Then I'm buying Inacio, Enciso from Brighton, because he's at Ipswich on loan. He's gonna come back. He's cold, bro. You know which one I'm talking? The one who looks like Bobby a little bit, bro.
Yeah,
looks like Bobby's love child and that. Bobby's wife might have to have a word still, because something's going on there we don't know about, bro. Man can't just wake up looking like Bobby, bro. No one looks like Bobby, bro. Yeah, man, I'm running that, bro.
That's not easy, though.
Yeah, and then I'm getting Munoz from Crystal Palace. I don't care about his age, bro. He's so cold, bro. He's so cold, bro. Yeah, man. I hear it, bro.
I don't know what kind of conversation you want me to have with you, though, Bilal.
You're a gay icon now, bro. It's told you, bro. When you got them sleeves, when you took them sleeves off yesterday, bro. Now you're a gay icon, bro. Embrace it, bro.
Nah, these super chats are wild, bro. Big up to Mr. Slot Ball, man. Big up to you, man. Happy Saturday, Heights. Nah, listen,
everyone's on that Stiller in it. Everyone's on this Angelo Stiller thing, bro. He's got listen, I know I'm a prick at it, but I can't have a man who looks like that at our club, bro. I'm not negating. Not negating. I'm not like how you man were moving over Sabo and that. You man were moving mad, like, oh my god, he's handsome and that. That's gay as shit, bro. I don't care about how he looks like that. This Angelo Stiller guy he doesn't look human, bro.
No, Cab's comment about Sabo was killing me, bro.
I'm just saying that the Stiller guy looks extraterrestrial, bro. That's all I'm saying about Angelo Stiller.
Nah, but he can come in and give us the extraterrestrial vibe, bro.
Nah, bro, he got the cleft flip thing, bro. That can't run on our Adidas adverts, bro. The cleft flip thing, bro. Remember Real Madrid got rid of Di Maria for being ugly, bro.
Was that the reason why they got rid of him? Because he was ugly?
Trust me, blood. I'm a Madrid guy. I know the truth, bro. They got rid of him because he was ugly, bro. Adidas said, listen. Because basically what Madrid was saying is like, no, he's a part of our front three. These are our top stars, isn't it? And then man was saying, we hear that, but he's ugly and we can't have him on the adverts, bro. So,
what about Modric then?
Okay, so this is the point. Modric wasn't on the advert.
Oh, seeing, okay.
He wasn't on the advert. They had Ronaldo, Ramos. You know what they're going with, bro? They're going with, the things that will steal your auntie and that on holiday. They went with them, man, bro. You can't trust Ramos around your auntie, bruv. I wouldn't trust Ramos around my mum. No, my mum tried phoning me talking about, I met this nice young Spanish man. I'm like, mum, she said his name Sergio. Mum, if you don't get your ass home, blood. Yeah, but you're trying to give me stepdads at the age of 35. Am I
I met this guy
imagine if you think he's a stepdad.
Ramos is a prick, bruv. Ramos finished in that. I turned on Instagram one day. I said, this is a tune. I seen Ramos singing. I said, nah, blood.
Nah, I'm not having that.
Singing with a glass of wine, Ramos. Yeah, bro. That's a man who, like, is that 1 minute, is that a tennis game? Then is that a football match? Then he's singing, then he's putting Salah in an armbar, bro. This man can do it all, bro. Keep him away from your mum, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Where is he? In America now or Saudi?
He's just left thingy, innit? Spain again. So I think he's gone to.
Shaggy.
He's gone to America now.
Shaggy,
And I think he's going
100%.
to. Someone needs to check if this gone over the line as well, because De Bruyne to Napoli looks like it was happening 2 days ago.
Yeah, I was checking that. I think it is. I think he's definitely gonna go.
Very good signing for Napoli, man.
Yeah, that would be
Slower pace in Italy.
Yeah.
Not worse football, but just slower pace. And I think De Bruyne fright. I told you, bro, that midfield of Matt Tominay and Billy Gilmore and De Bruyne sounds like a joke until you watch them play.
Yeah. I mean, because Tommy last season, and he was cold in that league. He got player of the season, didn't he?
Rods, I'm telling you, bro. I watched that fight, the last game when they just needed the point, brother. If you see the bicycle kick he scored a bicycle. Oh my god,
cold, bro. It's cold. But you know what? The real talk, right? I don't know why Man United got rid of him anyway, because he was good at Man United.
Last season he was there. Last season he was there. He was the best player, bro.
I mean, so why you selling to Napoli for? Didn't make sense.
Yeah, they're gonna turn De Bruyne. They're gonna turn De Bruyne into a god in Napoli, bro. You know that, innit?
Of course.
No,
some goals.
I've seen a couple of the other guys now tweeting about tweeting about Florian Wirtz. A lot of man's put the eyes, in the German flag.
It's big business, man. This is a monumental day in Liverpool's history, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
If we can do this thing right, if we can do this transfer summer right, this can be our best transfer summer of all times.
Of course, bro. Listen, when you think about the list of like the best youngsters in the world, because there's a big gap now in it. We used to have all the different ages of ballers in it, and now it seems like that middle range is gone. It just disappeared on it. So now we've got everyone above 30 who's been killing it, and then we've got everyone who's just early 20s, and there's no mid range. And when you take that list, first of all, you have to exclude people who play for Real Madrid, and you have to exclude people who play for Barca because none of them are leaving.
Yeah.
So then what's left? Musiala's not leaving. So the Musiala and Wirtz are the two, innit?
Yeah.
They're over everyone. This is not a Liverpool thing. I actually mean this, whether he was going to Arsenal, Man U, Musiala and Wirtz are the next in line after them. That list from Madrid and Barca, it's them two, and then the rest, bro. And we're going to get one of them.
Yeah.
Good time to be
I
alive.
don't know if it's true, but I'm just scrolling through. I see that it's a TK like the post from Liverpool for Fringpong. Bro, you like the post, innit? Apparently, you like the post. I haven't checked to see if it's.
I heard about that yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know what's, bro. This club is moving outrageous, bro.
Don't threaten me with a good time, bro. Man said he's liking the post and that.
Liking the post. I'm reading the comments. Some people said, no, that's fake. One said, oh, that's interesting. Some are saying, yep, that's true. It is him that's liked it. Some are saying, hold on, wait a minute. Last guy that liked the post, brother, was Kirkes, brother. Listen, he ended up being here. And the last report I read that, Chelsea was ahead of us in terms of the deal for him.
Who, Jerkes?
Hugo, yeah.
Brother, where's Chelsea storing all these players, bro?
I don't know, bro. Unless they're planning to sell loads of them, I don't know what they're planning to do with these players, bro.
No,
big up Mr. Slot Ball as well. Yeah, for real. No Diddy, bro. I don't know what's going on with
This is the reason why I'm not a billionaire, bro.
Love for the super chat, brothers.
Because I knew Todd Bowley he knew something we didn't know, bro. He came in, he didn't understand the Premier League. He's like, yo, how come you man have relegation and that? Like, we're just like, what are you talking about, bro? He's it's stupid. He said, why don't we have an all-star game? Everyone's like, we don't do all-star games. It's stupid. We should have more entertaining. And then he's like, hold on. So you man just don't do anything that we do in America. It's safe. Then I'm just going to give everyone 8-year contracts then on a death row thing. And then if I want to sell them in 2 years, they've still got 6 years left on their... listen to me. All the players that Todd Bowley signed the season before, even if they go now, they have 6 years left on their contract, bro.
Yeah.
He's a genius, bro. He said, safe. I'm getting money for them somehow.
Nice, serious. Jaku said it was real. Liz said Chelsea sucks. Now they do, bro. They just want to buy up everyone. I don't know why. They just want to get a team. Like, I'm looking at their team right now, and I'm like, you've got players that you didn't even play.
Yeah.
Where are you going to play them next season? Because they can't get games. They're not going to get games in the Champions League. So what you...
Is Thingy on his drug ban now already?
Nah, I think he's done, bro. For a while.
They're just like they've just literally taken the piss out of this sort of like out of this league. You know what I mean? They're literally taking the piss. I mean, even when you look at this is what gets me about even the format of like the Champions League. That's why I would rather win the league next season than the Champions League.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'd rather win the league because I think the league is more precious to win than the Champions League. You know what I mean? You got
back to back would be great.
Yeah, you got 6 teams. Yeah, 6 English teams that's going to be in the Champions League this season. 6.
Does that mean? Yeah, Tottenham won the thing in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
6 teams. How is that How is that right? You know what I mean? I think at the end of the day, I mean, this is what I think it should be, right? I think the top 2 should get in there. The top 2. Because remember at the day, you know, if you go back in the day,
it used to be the
you
top
had to
2.
win your league, you know. You had to win your league before you got into Europe on that stage. You know what I mean? Which is quite right. So I think at the end of the day, it should be the top 2 that get in there, right? 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, just sort of like split up with Europa Cup and Europa Conference League. You know, just split up with that. That even means like us, if we come 3rd, and we have to, you know, we have to go in the Europa Cup or like, you know, the Europa Conference League, right? So be it. I don't business because we wasn't good enough. We weren't good enough to get into that sort of thing. But when you got 6 teams that's getting in the Champions League, it's ridiculous.
Nah, it's not all of a sudden it's not champions anymore, is it?
No, it's not, is it? It's not. It's just a free-for-all, Savs.
Because ain't no way Spurs are finishing 17th and now they got a Champions League spot.
Exactly.
That's absolutely crazy, bro. Exactly. But you know, the reason why this happened was because they brought out the plan for the Super League and everyone rioted, and then UEFA just stole their idea, bro. They said, "Oh, we'll take that idea and we'll just say that we're changing the Champions League format." Yeah. But all of a sudden, all of us were playing big teams in the Champions League early. Nah, bro, it's Super League. That's what it is. Their money, TV rights.
They literally done it how the Super League was going to be, bro. It's a league table with all the teams playing each other once in home or away based on the draw.
Because remember what they tried to say about the Super League? There was like also like other teams wouldn't be able to be in it at all. Yeah, but that's what happened in the Champions League anyway. Like other teams wouldn't be in it anyway, bro. Like with Brentford and that weren't gonna be in the Champions League, were they? So
there's no promotion and no relegation on it.
No promotion, no relegation. Yeah,
that was the format first, and people said like, "What the hell are you doing?" But they still got their own way.
Yeah, Polo, we covered that. Yeah, we're definitely looking at Edison as well. Big up to the chat, man.
Look at that. Imagine that day, so like winning, like you had 8 games, we won 7 out of 8, but we still dropped PSG.
Yeah, we got PSG, they got bumped from penalties.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Just how sense is that? And then you got sort of like people like Aston Villa that got sort of like a Belgian team. Genk. They got Genk. Was it Arsenal got PSV, which they've beaten already on numerous times.
Yep.
We was the only one out of that group that sort of thing there, right? That won our group that we got a hard team, PSG.
But we got thinking, didn't we? We played the champions of every country in that group. We played Leverkusen, so we played them. We played PSG, who were the champions of France. We played Real Madrid, who were the champions of Spain. We played all the champions we did.
Yeah.
And beat all of them. We beat all of them and then got to the other round and got knocked out, bro. So it doesn't make any sense, man. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
We should have had an easier draw, man. PSG was it's long, bro.
It was long. I mean, considering that today, if you look at what Aston Villa had, they had Genk, yeah, right, and then you had sort of Arsenal that had PSV, which they really beaten previously before. Do you know what I mean? So you knew what was going to happen. It was something like, didn't they beat them in the end? Was it like 9-2 or something?
On the aggregate, bro.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So like, and then we had PSG, and then which will probably might win it tonight. You know what I mean? Don't be surprised if tonight they beat Inter Milan. Do you know what I mean? And we had them in the knockout stage. That's the thanks that we got for winning winning our group. I'll say winning our group.
We made it
more competitive. They need stuff to be more competitive and stop the foolishness of what they're doing, man. Like you said, bro, there can't be that many people in Champions League spots and European spots. You mean you can just have a half-hearted Premier League season now and just chill and get to the end? Man, you can have a terrible first half of the season, put a run of 10 games together at the end of the season to get Europa League or Conference. So it doesn't make any sense, man. And as I said, like I feel like Spurs and Man U being in the final was an indictment against football, bro, because there ain't no way. 16th. Forget how much I hate Man U. It's not even about that, but 16th and 17th, bro. That is a joke, man.
Yeah, it is. It is. I ain't gonna lie. I have to agree with you on that one. I have to agree with it on this.
Madness, bro. Absolute madness.
That's the way that football's going. It's just going the other way, and it's been like that for a long while now, at least 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That it's been just about who can make the biggest money. There's one season that the Premier League made a profit of 5 billion.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Isn't it? 5 billion. Do you know what I mean? You know? So it's slowly in the day, it's like the greed or the need to make money gets greater. It just gets greater. And it just, to me, and I think it's just ruining the sport. That's why I would rather, right, in the next 6 years, if we just win the league in the next 6 years, I'll be happy. I really would be happy. I'm really not bothered about the Champions League. I'm just not bothered about it. I've just gone off it. Although there was obviously that good game there with Inter Milan and Barcelona, that was a good game. Do you know what I mean? Very enjoyable to watch. But on the whole, I'm just I'm not really interested in Champions League. All I'm interested in is the league. So I think at the end of the day, that's more harder. That is more harder than the Champions League, because you have to be consistent over 38 games. Do you know what I mean? And get those points that will push you ahead and push you ahead. So if you lose and draw 4 games at your last 4 games, it doesn't matter because you're well ahead. You already won the title. Do you understand what I'm saying? So bring me the league. If we do get the Champions League, all right, fair enough, that's a bonus. But I'm concentrating on league. I want the league. That's all I want. League. And if we can drop an FA Cup in there, or League Cup in there, fine. Do you know what I mean? You know, I'm not really bothered about the Champions League because they've just ruined it. You know what I mean? You've got was it Chelsea, right? That was playing Europa Conference League, right? And then managed to get into Champions League. They're in the Champions League. And you got them talking about they're European royalty now. They're European royalty because they won this and won that. Listen, you've won some shit cups, man.
Yeah, that Conference League thing's crazy, man. Because when it first started this year, all of us said that Chelsea was going to win it. Everyone said Chelsea should win this. Look at the teams in it, and they did. That should show you how obvious it was, bro.
Yeah, they used half their team. They just literally kept half their team in for that competition.
Yeah. And then they just brought back the Mandem in for the semi-final and the final, bro.
Yeah.
Remember, if you look at the team in the final compared to what they've been playing, I'm like, hold on a minute. These players weren't playing the whole time. All of a sudden, Palmer and Sancho and all these men are playing. Whereas before, you were just leaving them on the bench or leaving them out of the squad and you're playing like that George and that. But
it was him, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you get it, man. I hear it. They completed football. Well done to Chelsea in it. But again, the Conference League, bro, you can only be there by being shit in the first place. Or if you completed it, have that in it. Like for Liverpool to be in the Conference League, would have to finish 7th, bro. And I'm not planning on finish. I'm not planning on finish 7th and 8th, bro. So have it. It's whatever, innit?
That's the thing about it. What these fans, Chelsea fans, don't understand. In order to win that competition that you've just won, in order to call yourself European royalty, you had to be shit to do.
Yeah, you had to be rubbish in your league, bro. That's why when West Ham won it, fair enough, because there's a disparity between in the league with certain teams in it. So West Ham win it. I don't know, bro. Any of these other teams like Brentford won it or Fulham won it. Well done to them, innit? But for the teams that are supposed to be the big teams and that, brother, come on, man, stop it, innit?
All right, then, lads. We'll leave it there, man. Great conversation as always, man. Bless up to you guys. Big up to Sal for taking over as well, bro. Because the laptop was moving crazy. Big up to RODZ for jumping in as well.
Listen, anytime, bro. Anytime that you need to jump in, just send me a message, and I'm available. I will jump in. You understand?
No,
Because
I'll definitely shout you.
your people, them still. It's a
The-
family thing.
Nah, big up, man. The guys' links for their channels is in the description, guys. So please go and make sure you go and subscribe to them as well. But yeah, remember where you guys heard it first, man. You know what I mean? Don't let the rest pretend. What you see end up being today. But listen, it doesn't go anywhere from here. Football's on later. Champions League is on later. We're going to be running the watch along. Sav is going to be running the watch along, and we'll be over there vibes out for that as well. You guys are going to be redirected to that. So do me a favor. Head over there, subscribe, and you don't want to miss it, man. It's going to be a vibe as well. The Champions League final is going to be a vibe. We'll be watching it. We'll chop up little Liverpool stuff as well, and then whatever else is out there in terms of the news and football. But guys, you're going to be redirected, as I said. Go and smash a like over there on the video straight away, and also subscribe to the channel as well, man. I'll see all of you guys over there later while we're chopping up the Florian Wirtz news. That you know what I mean?
Yeah, should have dropped by now.
Watch it exactly, and then we'll be watching football and vibing out, even though it's not our team. But I guess we all want PSV to win, right? No one wants.
I put a bet on at the beginning of the season for Inter to win. I told you this, bro.
I want Inter, because Inter's put
my team. I understand that, RODZ. Yeah, I don't know, man. You Italian guys, bro.
No. You're a football snob, bro. You just think that like Inter's anti-football because you don't like it, bro. No, they play football, bro.
No, they play football, but it's not PSG football, though, is it?
Bruv, you don't get to be the god of football, bruv. If some people like defending and some people like attacking, they have a choice, bruv. You just think... Have you seen what they're working with? They got that flipping Lossa Patella, no tendonitis up top of the pitch, bruv. That Chiramute, blood. Nah, bruv, that Chiramute can't run, bruv. His knees don't work.
Yeah. And they got that youth there, was it? What's that youth? The Dutch youth they got.
Oh, Dumfries, bruv.
Nah, he's been bagging. Don't mug him off, bro.
He was good in the semi-final and that, but they got listen, they got a crippled Thuram up front, they got Dumfries, bruv. They got Arnautovic on the bench, bro. They got bare man that are finished, bruv.
That's what happens, bro. They don't like good football, bro. It is what it is, man. I ain't gonna fight them, YG, bro. It is what it is. I ain't fighting them.
I just think Inter's gonna win tonight.
I like anti-football. I like great football.
It's not.
I just think of the day Inter's going to win tonight because I think it's just their season. You know what I mean? I think when they beat Barcelona, the way they beat Barcelona, I just think, yeah, man, it could be.
Yeah, PSG had to thump up every English team to get there as well.
Yeah, thumped up Villa, didn't they? They thumped up Villa.
Well, but you know what? They did thump us up at their ground.
No, they had a more harder fight against us. Because remember, we beat them in the first leg,
Yeah, but we didn't play no football in that first leg apart from the last 10 minutes.
I know, but Alisson was amazing, though.
Alisson was great, bruv. But it was amazing. To be fair, Donnarumma against Barca, bro, was moving crazy, like saving everything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, it's one of those ones, man. Listen, I'm neutral apart from the fact that Inter Milan was the team I picked to win in the first place. Not just because of my bet. I just thought their defense was so good that they might win.
Yeah.
But for like we had Dembele at Dortmund and I love the kid, man. And I thought his career was over, bro. And it's not. And I feel like if they win it, he might win the Ballon d'Or, bro. And I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man. There's only one Ballon d'Or winner, and that's Salah. But listen, we'll head out, man. Hay fever is starting to play up now, so let me go and chill before start sneezing and doing a madness. But
peace out, man.
Love and respect.
Remember, guys, redirect. Watch along later. Make sure you're there, bro. I want to see each and every one of you guys there later, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna do there too, brother. I'm gonna do there too.
All right, man.